Hey y'all, look! I think this might be the third time I've taken this out of the sleeve. Salem Cosmetics Forest Heart palette. And I'm excited for this video because there's a collab with Kim. We haven't collabed in a while. I do consider her a friend. And she doesn't do makeup looks often. And so that's why I'm really excited for this collab. She chose for us to do a look and for Earth Day. And I'm excited to see what she does. And also, this is my first time using this palette. So let's get started with Tillamook Mint Chocolate Chip Ice Cream Lip Balm. Ugh, this smells so good. This smells so good. I have on Fenty Brow MVP Dark Black Fenty Primer mixed with the Fenty Foundation. That's all that's on my face today. We're going to start with our Haus Labs Cheek Situation. This will be my first time using Acai Sky in a video. I have tried it once just to see because it does look really deep and I was pleasantly surprised. This is the bronzer and this shade is medium level 7. There are timestamps below if you do want to skip ahead. I'm hoping you will stay, but you are not obligated. I do not ever feel like I'm owed watch time or comments or anything, even though I do really appreciate those things and I love it when you guys do those things. I didn't even powder down my face because it seemed like the Fenty Primer Foundation dried down fast today, and I think because I didn't use the full 3 pumps of each. I think I used just a little over 2 pumps, maybe just a hair under 2.5 pumps of each. And so that is this bronzer, medium level 7. Ah, this is so natural looking. I think I'm going to take another brush. And this is a contour brush, and we're going, and it is powdery. I don't know if you can see, but we're going to just tap in some of the powder and tap off. Bring some here, bring some here, and bring some underneath my jawline, just a little bit, because this can go dark. It is buildable. All of her products are buildable, which I really like. So for me, I have to go in with the light hand because I tend to be heavy-handed with face products. And we're going to tap in again, get the corners of my 5 head first. See that color? Look at that. And then tap in again, tap across, and then go in small circular motions to tap. Well, this is not tapping, this is swirling, girl. This is swirling. And tap in again lightly and do my nose. I don't ever put highlight on my nose because number 1 is big as it is, and yes, self-acceptance and self-love, and I'm okay with how it looks, but I don't want to accentuate it. You know what I mean? So that is the bronzer. We're going to put that brush away. We're going to put the brush we use for bronzer away, and now we're going to go into Acai Sky. That first brush, this bronzer brush was a Fenty 190. This one is a Fenty 125, and this is Acai Sky. Oh my gosh. So for this video, oh man, the intro for my channel, I call this the Crazy Troll Nation, and I call it crazy because just enjoying my channel, enjoying doing videos, enjoying the channels I watch, and I hope that you guys enjoy the channels that you watch. And also if you do videos, I hope that you actually enjoy doing your videos. And the troll part is not caring too much of what the beauty community's standards are, trying not to feel like you need to use a certain brand or a certain tool, or even a certain technique, but just using whatever you want to use to get your makeup on the way you want to. And so that's the concept of the Crazy Troll Nation, because here it is about self-acceptance. Look at this. It looks really intimidating, right? But her stuff blends out like so nicely. Oh, where was I at? Self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, but not feeling like you have to. Because here it is about just loving yourself for who you are and for how you look, even without face paint on. And I am excited, and I'm always thrilled when someone comments saying they really resonate. This is the highlighter with that message in the intro. And this one is Golden Pyrite, excuse me. Can I speak today? No. And so that is what the Crazy Troll Nation is about. Just loving yourself for who you are, wearing whatever you want to wear, in a way that you're satisfied with it, because you don't have to answer to anybody. I mean, yeah, if you're going to work, you know, there might be some type of code or something on what to wear. But just in general, just love you for you and just rock whatever you want to rock. Look at my Haus Labs cheek situation. Is my bronzer looking a little harsh? I'm going to use the brush that I used for the contour because I didn't put a lot on there. A lot of the bronzer on there. And we're just going to blend that in some more. So I was going to do the intro when I did my eye primer, but we're going to put on the Fenty eye primer and then we're going to get into the palette and I will show you the colors, show you the colors and the names of it as we use them. So we will be right back in a second. Here's the palette again. We are going to get into it. I do encourage you to check out Kim's channel. Kim is funny. She is funny. She calls me her sexy shouldered friend because a while ago I had on a tank top and someone commented I had sexy shoulders. And I'm like, sexy shoulders? Like, what is that? And Kim co-signed on it. And so now she calls me her sexy shoulder friend. And because she looks amazing in every hat I've ever seen her try on her videos, I call her my look great in every hat friend. And so those are our terms of endearment for each other. So I'm her sexy shouldered friend and she is my look great in every hat friend. But she is she's a very pleasant person. She's very kind and she's very sweet. So we're going to go into Timberland and we're going to put this on the first half of the lid. I do have notes here with the Fenty 230 brush, and I do have out almost duplicate brushes for the looks. I have not used this palette. I've seen, I think, only a couple looks on Instagram and I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, this is a grungy palette and that's what drew me to it, even though in some ways it does look monochromatic. I mean, well, you want to come out with green or pink or purple unless you just kind of mix and match. And so that's what I'm hoping to do, because I don't just want to do a green look. I don't just want to do a purple look. And so, but you can. And because there are these shades here, you can do just, I guess, what people consider everyday looks. And it will come out looking nice, I believe. I was kind of curious about this looking the same as a shade in the Mission XXX palette. And that shade in the Mission XXX does look very bright, but it doesn't show up bright on my lid. I'm going to stop talking so much so I can edit out, because I feel like I can just go on and on because I'm excited for this collab. I'm excited to be working with Kim again, and I'm excited to be using this palette. We're going to go into Hardwood on the second half of the lid, and these are pigmented. You see this. At the same time, though, I'm thinking I could have used my Hourglass number 3 brushes, which are a little more dense, because I did have to go back and forth a lot with that first shade, this shade here, to get it on, but it went on fine. So I'm not saying it's hard pressed or anything. I'm just saying, I don't know what I'm saying. I could have used a more dense brush. And both this one and the Hourglass is a soft brush. This one is just fluffier. That's the word. It's fluffier. And actually this is a blending brush. But as you see, it is great for packing and also blending. I'm curious to see what color this turns right here where I'm blending it together. And I do like the murkiness that some shades do. Not quite muddy, but murky. That's this shade here. So here, yeah, it is true to pan. It's looking down here in the shaded area. It's looking a little burgundy-ish. And in the pan, it's more brown. But it is true to pan. And look how it's blending out. That is nice. I am bringing this a little bit on the top edge of the green, even though we do have a transition shade. This can be your look. Just do your lower lash line and liner and you can be done. But y'all know we do a lot of stuff here, so we're just going to keep on going. It would be sensible for me to just stop here, maybe bring this shade over a little bit more on the top edge of the green, put this on lower lash line and mascara, eyeliner on top, upper lash line, excuse me, and be done. But that's too easy. And so we're going to troll it out. We're going to keep on going. So I'm saying that to say, remember what this looks like. Because who knows what it's gonna look like in a couple minutes. Both of these are Makeup Geek Defined Crease Brush, Whimsical, on the first half of the transition. So this is what I'm saying. Troll, just stop. It looks nice the way it is. I chose this brush because it's a thin brush and I can just get that line right there. And we are going to bring it down to here as well. We're going to go back to the brush that had Timberland on it, and we're just going to tap just where the two meet, that line. Toadstool, that's going to go on the second part of the transition area. Seeing too much, but that's what we do. And we are overlapping where the two shades meet. We're going to take the brush that had Heartwood on it. We're not adding any additional shadow. We're just going to pat along that line. We're going back to the brush that had that first transition shade on it. And we're just going to feather where the two meet, like right here. Actually, we're going to tap into it and just feather right here. We're going to take NYX Retractable Eyeliner, and this shade is Aqua Green, and this is going to go on our lower lash line. We're not going to do inner rims today. Yeah, we are. We're going to put a brown, because I don't know if this will show up on my inner rims. You know what? We're just going to do it and see. So we're going to put this on our inner rims as well. Firefly with a Blend Bunny B3, and this is going to go on our lower lash line. If you want to see swatches of this palette, let me know. I don't know if it's because of the gel liner we put this on top of or not, but this is looking kind of dual chromey. And on the back of the palette, it does say ingredients for glitter, and then there's ingredients for eyeshadow. And so I'm wondering if this, and this one, and these two are glitters, because I typically stay away from them, but they are very creamy, so they're not the flaky kind of glitters. If these are the glitters, it doesn't say which shade is, and I could probably check the website for that. Tree Frog with the Esam V09 brush. We're also going to put that on lower lash line. Ooh, that's bright. That's bold. I didn't think that was going to be that bold. And it may be because of what we're putting it on top of. I did the brighter shade first because I wanted to blow it down and then have the matte shade closer to the lash line. And I am digging it. Morning Dew, this shade here, and this is a Fenty number 220. We're going to put this on our inner tear duct area, and this is a matte shade, and I'm curious of what it will look like, and now we know. I did not intend to do this, but we're going to take Moth, this shade here, and this is a Scott Barnes number 62 brush, and we're going to just go straight in, and I just want something just here, just under the brow, and also to buff under here. This is the Eyeshadow Look. So we have used 8 of the 15 shades, and no, it's never a race. I'm just always thrilled, and it's always my goal to use every shade in the palette. So we've used 8 of the 15. I don't know if the last one counts because that was just kind of there, not there. But the next look we will try to use the remaining shades, and then we'll do a bunch of other stuff, of course. I'm trying to think of what color liner to use. I think I want to use Contemplative, which is this one. Or we can go bold and use Cultura. Or we can use Fortune. I think we're going to use Fortune. We're going to use Fortune. Even though I kind of do want to use Contemplative. So we're not. We're going to stay somewhat sensible today. I know, where's the fun in that, right? We're using our Melt eyeliner brush. Fortune. I get so excited with these liners. It doesn't take me much, y'all. When I like something, it does not take me much to get excited about it. I think Fortune was a good choice, even though it's not the contrast I was looking for. Because some of these gel liners do show up almost as a black. And so that's why I'm thinking if I would have used Contemplative State, it would have been more of a contrast. But I am still digging it. I'm loving still doing the double wing thing. We're going to put on Sil's Lancome Boost mascara primer, and we're going to use Il Maquillage again. I'm ready to get rid of this. I'm just like never excited to use it. As you can tell, it's like picked up that again. Wiping off just a little bit of the Tillamook because I'm excited to have it. Just came recently. Martine Cosmetics Moulin Bank liquid lip color, and this shade is in Eleanor. And it's a green. It's not dark like Dark Forest. Perfect with this look. This is our finished look, and I am so excited. My first time using this palette. I didn't think it was going to be this murky as it came out, but I am seriously digging it. Everything is blending together really well. The colors showed up. This shade here, Firefly, lower lash line, that shine. I just realized everything on the lid is a matte. I just now realized that. I am digging this look. Thank you so much, Kim, for this collab. Oh, did I say it was supposed to be for Earth Day? Earth Day was April 22nd. We already knew we were going to be late. The day that Kim asked me, might have been, okay, wait, let me back up. She asked me about a collab, or I had said, you know, we haven't collabed in a while, something. And so, you know, she was like, yeah, sure. So we were both like, yeah. And the day she messaged me about an idea or what to do, that was my first day of a 2-grain migraine. And I had said, I am in no condition to even make decisions. I said, you can choose whatever you want to do. If you want to do a haul, you want to do an unboxing, you want to do a look, whatever. And thankfully, it was only a 2-day migraine. So meanwhile, she had said, what about doing a look for Earth Day? And I'm like, huh. And when I think of the earth, I think of like dirt, grass, flowers, the sky. And so when I did get this palette, I said, I know what I'm going to use, because you have browns in here, you know, dirt, you got the greens, the grass, you got some pinks, the flowers. And so I'm like, this will work, and it works. I am so excited to be collabing again with my Look Great in Every Hat friend, and to be using this palette for the first time. And it came out nice. And the lip is bomb, and the lip goes. Truth be told, this is what I thought Dark Forest was going to look like. But on me, it's more of like a deep, and it does say Dark Forest Green, but to me, it looks almost like a blackish blue type tint. But this to me is what I thought Dark Forest would look like. And so this goes in with the earth theme as well. Kim, again, thank you so much. Those of you who are not familiar with Kim, I will tag her below. And also her video will be below. If you click on her name, it'll take you to a channel. If you click on her video, that'll take you to the video. But either way you get there, do check her out. She's very down to earth. I find her to be very honest when she does her reviews, and she does unboxings, and she does other stuff. She does very interesting content. So if you like a variety of interesting things versus just always makeup like me and the occasional skincare, she is one that I do recommend that you do check out. And yeah, so we're late for Earth Day, but the earth is still here, and today is a day. So, you know, isn't today Earth Day? Right? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. If you have this palette, let me know what you think about it. If you have looks, feel free to let me know, and I will check them out. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. Thank you, and you will see me soon.